Have you ever stopped to think about why some people reach 30 with freedom, money, and time, while others can barely pay rent? The truth is, it's not about luck, nor about being born into a rich family. There's a pattern, and this pattern lies in the skills you develop while everyone else is still lost. If you're young and want to achieve financial independence, you need to learn what the 1% does differently. This video is a shortcut for you to discover the 7 skills you must master before 30 if you really want to change the course of your life. Every minute here can save you years of frustration. If you're under 30, this video is a blueprint for your financial freedom. If you're older, it's a rescue map. So without further ado, let's start the transformation journey now. If you're watching this, you probably feel like you're racing against time. With each passing year, the pressure increases. Finish college, land a good job, sort out your financial life. But no one told you that, in the real world, degrees alone don't make you rich. What separates the young who build fortunes before 30 from those stuck in the same routine for decades are specific, intentional, and highly monetizable skills. This video isn't just another motivational list. It's a realistic and direct checklist of what you need to develop now if you want freedom before 35. These skills aren't on tests nor on school resumes, but they are on every resume of people making big money at a young age. And the best part? You don't need to master them all at once. You need to start. And the time to do that is now. Because if you don't decide which path to follow, the world will decide for you. And spoiler, the default path won't lead you to wealth. The first skill is the foundation of everything: sales and persuasion. And before you think, I'm not a salesperson, let me tell you a brutal truth. Everyone is selling all the time, whether it's a product, an idea, or your own image. Those who don't know how to communicate with impact simply aren't heard. And in today's world, being ignored is being erased. Young people who build wealth before 30 understand this early. They learn to sell with confidence, create desire, and close deals, even without seeming like they're selling. You know that friend who gets clients even with little experience? Or that person who becomes a reference on Instagram? They're not magicians. They just master the words, tone, and structure of influence. This can be learned. Practice short pitches, study copywriting, engage in real negotiations even if small. Those who master sales never depend on a paycheck. And when you don't depend on it, you choose. If persuasion is the foundation, copywriting and storytelling are the building tools. This is the skill that turns simple words into attention, clicks, sales, and financial freedom. Copywriting is writing strategically with a focus on conversion. Storytelling is emotionally connecting with your audience. When you combine both, you create messages that are impossible to ignore. Young people who understand this sell courses, products, services, and even ideas. Look at the creator, freelancer, and digital entrepreneur market. Everyone who grows fast has one thing in common. They know how to communicate with intention. And more, they master the art of storytelling that holds the audience's attention until the last second. This applies to reels, posts, emails, sales pages, and even job interviews. Want to start? Study simple structures like AIDA, tell your journey authentically, and practice writing every day. The ability to use words to generate action is like printing money. And the more you write, the more you're worth. Now that you understand the importance of selling and communicating, let's move on to the third skill that can be a game changer: time management and real productivity. You can have access to all the courses, books, and mentors in the world. But if you don't master your routine, all of that becomes noise. The third skill of wealthy young people is time management and real productivity. They know that time is the only currency that doesn't come back. While most waste hours on social media, distractions, and useless tasks, the 1% treats time like an asset, protecting, organizing, and multiplying every minute. They operate with systems. They don't wake up and see what they can do. They plan, they execute, and most importantly, they easily say no. Want real results? Start by blocking fixed times for learning, eliminating notifications, and using techniques like Pomodoro and deep work. Tools like Notion, Google Calendar, and even pen and paper become powerful weapons when used with intention. In the end, productivity isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters, quickly and well. Because those who control time control their income. Now that you're beginning to understand the importance of time and organization, the fourth skill you need to develop is strategic networking. And you might think this is secondary, but let me explain why it's crucial. You've probably heard the phrase, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Now understand this practically. If you hang out with broke, disorganized, and unambitious people, guess where you're going to end up? The fourth skill is a strategic networking. It's not about having lots of contacts, it's about creating connections with the right people. Those who challenge you, push you, and open doors that you could never open alone. Young people who get rich early understand one simple thing. The next big opportunity doesn't come from a resume. It comes from the right conversation with the right person at the right moment. And for that, you need to learn how to present yourself clearly, add real value, and be where the millionaire mindset is. Events, mentoring, forums, masterminds. Ask less, what do I get? And more, how can I help? Those who generate value attract attention, and those who are remembered are invited. Alone, you might go fast, but well-connected, you go far. Now that you have the key to connect with people who can propel you, let's talk about the skill that is a game changer: personal financial management. It doesn't matter how much you earn if you don't know how to multiply what you make. And the secret lies in a simple mindset. Don't spend more than you earn, but make your money work for you. Wealthy young people before 30 know that wealth starts with controlling cash flow, not with how much you make. They master the basics. They pay themselves first. They save a portion of everything they earn and invest consistently. And more importantly, they don't get stuck in bad debt. Start applying the 50-30-20 rule. 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for investments and savings. Invest in financial education, automate payments, and use apps like Mint or YNAB. If you don't control your money, money controls you. And those who control, grow. The fifth skill, financial management, becomes even more powerful when combined with the skill of accelerated learning. And here comes a crucial mindset. Learning quickly is a skill that separates the successful from the stagnant. When you start learning quickly, you become indispensable. And when you become indispensable, money begins to flow. Young millionaires don't depend on years of college to master something. They learn while they do. They seek knowledge where it really matters. Projects, real experiences, experienced people. The concept of 5 hours of weekly learning, inspired by Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, is fundamental. It's not about consuming content for the sake of it, but learning with intention and practice. Choose a skill, practice intensively, and apply immediately. Use techniques like speed reading, summaries, and audio recordings to learn while doing other tasks. If you want to be a master at something, don't wait for perfection. Get involved, learn by doing, and never stop improving. Remember, those who learn fast, adapt fast, and those who adapt, lead. Now, the last skill to complete the cycle is creating side income. Creating multiple income streams is an essential skill to achieve wealth earlier. The financial game changes completely when you start generating money outside your main job. Imagine not relying on a single salary to pay your bills. This is what separates wealthy young people from those living paycheck to paycheck. But the good news is, you don't need to be a successful entrepreneur to get started. There are simple ways to create multiple income streams, starting small. Today, you can make money with freelancing, digital products, affiliate marketing, investments, and even creating online content. The trick is to start now in your spare time and reinvest your earnings to grow them. Those who start early are already creating assets, like an audience, their own products or portfolios that pay passively. You don't need a big idea to get started. The secret lies in consistency. Create, reinvest, grow. The path to wealth is paved with income streams, and the more you have, the easier it will be to thrive. Now that you know the 7 essential skills that can transform your financial life before 30, it's time to stop procrastinating. Wealth won't fall into your lap, and no one will hand you success. What you need to do is act right now. Start with the skill that resonates most with you, but above all, start now. The opportunity to reinvent yourself is right in front of you, and time doesn't wait. Remember, what defines your financial future isn't where you are, but what you do from now on. So what will you choose? Stay in your comfort zone or start mastering these skills and build your financial freedom? The game is simple, but those who play without strategies fall behind. The Well-Weing.